The goal of this video is to help learners improve his or her accuracy when throwing a football. We will be teaching beginners how to properly throw a football at a target, focusing on form, augmented feedback, external cues, and practice drills with different levels of contextual interference. By the end, learners should be able to hit the target with 20% accuracy improvement. This motor skill is classified as Gentile's taxonomy as 2B due to object manipulation, intertrial variability, stationary regulatory conditions, and body stability. The critical factors of this motor skill are 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, bringing the ball up and back away from the chest, torso rotation, arm extension, and releasing the ball and follow through. Flexible factors include the grip and finger placement on the ball, as this is unique to each individual, the arm used to throw the ball, foot distance, and throwing speed. Throughout practice, external cues will be given to the beginner to help with his execution. For preparing to throw, the beginner must first bring the ball up and back at ear level. An external cue, answer the phone, will be used. The cue, reach for your left pocket, will help the learner follow through after releasing the ball. We will begin by having our beginner warm up in a block practice style with low contextual interference. He will first throw to the left chair, then middle, then the right chair. He will throw the ball 10 times at each chair before moving on to the next. Each throw will be from 10 yards away. Since he's a beginner, we will continuously provide feedback of results. For any missed target, we will measure how far away from the target he is. This type of feedback is good for beginners as knowledge of results encourages discovery learning. In this next drill, he will practice throwing in a serial order from left chair to middle chair to right chair. This pattern increases the contextual interference to moderate since the target changes after each throw. He is still aware of the next target before each throw, so he can properly plan his form. He will still be throwing from the same location that is still 10 yards away. Feedback will be given after every 3 throws, and we can use knowledge of performance to correct his form so he has a better chance for a successful throw. This last drill is a result-dependent drill where he will throw towards a target from 2 different spots. After successfully hitting the target, he will throw from a further distance. If he misses, he goes back to the closer spot. Since there are only 2 different distances, this drill has lower variability than the previous drill, but the contextual interference will be higher since his next throw is dependent on his previous throw outcome. He will need to reevaluate the amount of force needed to hit the target each time, and feedback will be given in a faded technique. Types of feedback given will be on his form and distance away from the target. The best way to do this is in a complement sandwich. Our beginner will initially undergo a baseline test, which is an important tool that is used to assess the learner's current form and gather any information needed to formulate the drills necessary to complete a successful throw. In addition, a baseline test can also be used to track the beginner's progress. Once the beginner can successfully hit the target 2 out of 10 times, the warm-up drills can begin.
The next day.
Another of our performance tests involves a retention test, which is performed 24 hours after the practice drills where the beginner must be able to successfully hit the target from 10 yards at least 4 out of 10 trials. Beginners usually do well in retention tests since it mirrors the drills executed in the practice sessions.
The next day.
Our second performance test involves a transfer test, which was also performed 24 hours after the practice session and consists of the beginner throwing the ball to different heights. Transfer tests are highly reflective of how much the beginner has actually learned in practice and assesses his adaptability to new situations that were not previously practiced. It also uses a higher amount of contextual interference since the drill was not specifically executed in the practice sessions.